I mean, whether you're hosting lunches or dinners, that's how you create more luck, and that's how you become wealthier in the long term.
What I'm getting at with SMB is we don't have that middle tier. So we have NPD, that's enterprise. We'll work with like the DHLs of the world. And then we have the SMB divisions that'll work with smaller budgets.
Yeah.
And what I'm getting at is we're helping mom and pops for like $5,000 a month. All right. I'm averaging it out. My numbers could be off, but I know it can't be that far off.
Yeah.
We do have customers at our SMB division that are paying 15, 20, 30, 40 grand a month, but that's not the majority. If you look at the average, it has to be closer than $5,000. When I say I'm guessing, I know I'm probably within a 90% percentile of my estimate because I've seen the numbers because we get monthly updates, right? I just don't know every single month, but it's pretty steady because we've had our SMB division for a while. Our enterprise, though, we have a lot of accounts paying us millions and millions and millions of dollars a year. So there's a big gap in between. So when you're talking about your agency or 𝗤𝗛𝗢 Digital, or a lot of the other agencies that focus on that middle market, or like 𝗔𝗕𝗢𝗪𝗧, there's another 𝗔𝗕𝗪𝗧 alternative that I forgot the name. They're based somewhere in SoCal. They do like D2C. I think they sold to private equity maybe.
Common Thread?
Common Thread is another one.
Yeah.
They have what I would consider more of that middle market where they're selling their ideal customers paying like 15, 20 grand a month. We don't have a ton of those. We have lower end. We do have some middle, but if you look at our percentage of revenue, at least in the United States, international, I don't have the numbers off the top of my head, and you can't look at it that way because of the currency exchange.
Yeah.
So their version of, like, we have clients in LATAM that are paying us 20, 30, 40 grand a month, but that is enterprise in Latin America for like in Mexico because of currency exchange, right? But yeah, we don't have that middle market like you or 𝗤𝗛𝗢 Digital has.
That makes sense. I misunderstood it previously.
All right, so I wanted to take a moment to tell you about my podcast co-host Neil's agency called NP Digital, and they work with a whole host of global companies or a global organization. Also, Neil has SEO tools such as 𝗔𝗕𝗢𝗪𝗧 and Answer to Public. All you have to do is go to npdigital.com to learn more, and we'll see you on the other side.
By the way, I want to go back to something, talking about getting lucky, right? So I remember I told you I started doing these AI dinners a couple weeks ago. And so that AI dinner has now led to an AI lunch that I'm going to. And that AI lunch has actually, there's like 2 or 3 billionaires there, right? And then you have a bunch of, and it's like sponsored by a sovereign fund, that lunch, right? And there's like 10 or 15 people there or whatever. But my point of saying this is if some of you are asking, well, how do you actually get luckier? This is one of those ways. You host these things, you don't know what's going to happen. I was thinking about it this morning. I was like, I have no expectations when I host these dinners. I was like, yes, I do. I absolutely have an expectation. My expectation is that I end up creating more luck and that good things will happen in the long term. And that just happen every single time, right? So I think whether you're hosting lunches or dinners, that's how you create more luck and that's how you become wealthier in the long term. And even this, like, it's not like I want customers or whatever, but even like I got the invite yesterday, and then actually the person hosting is like, oh, by the way, you should talk to this person over here. Did an intro. It's like, oh, they actually need marketing help, right? By the way, I had no intention. Hey guys, come buy my shit. Nope, didn't do any of that. So
yeah. No, it's a lot of people just don't put themselves out there, so they feel that they're not lucky. It's that they're just not trying.
Yeah. You're actually an extroverted person. Remember the personality test? I'm actually very introverted, right?
I'm introverted.
No, on the personality test, you said you're extroverted.
Or let me rephrase. Forget personality. I don't do much stuff that's extroverted where I actually talk to other people or go out.
But when you go somewhere, you're very extroverted. You bring a lot of energy.
Yes, but my problem is I don't go anywhere.
Yeah. Well, like, okay, so for example, when we go to lunch or a Novikov, you talk to the waiter, like you're very engaging, right?
Yeah.
Whereas like if I'm hosting something, yes, it's very high. People think I'm extroverted. But compared to you, when we go out and eat, when we order or whatever, like I don't try to talk. So
yeah, but a lot of my conversations are really awkward, and my wife tells me you can't ask people these kind of questions. It's like they think I'm trying to rob them or something like that. I'm like, I'm just trying to find out
how much you got.
No, it's just more so. It's just like, I'm not trying to be rude, but it's just like, how many people come here through lunch? Which days are busier? How many people for dinner? What do most people order? Because I just want to understand how much.
Wait, why can't you ask those questions?
Because they're rude.
Well, how are those rude?
I don't know. That's what I was told. I like asking those questions.
Those are fine.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.